Welcome to SVG-TV News for Friday, June 17, 2016. I'm Lafren Fraser with the details. With the soon-to-be enacted cybercrime bill allowing the state to use a type of remote forensic tool to crack into gadgets and devices in order to retrieve information, Attorney K. Backus-Brown believes that an abuse of power and information could be imminent. Backus-Brown, who was a panelist at the Human Rights Association discussion on the cybercrime bill last evening at French's house, argued that while other sections are also of concern to her, she is particularly troubled by Section 27 of the bill, which dealt with expatriate means of gaining information without the knowledge of the owner.
This bill appears to be a bill to catch certain individuals. Section 35 says that a prosecution of an offense under this act shall be instituted by or with the written consent of the Director of Public Prosecutions. So you can have someone cyberbully you or commit a crime against you on the internet. You must get the fiat. You must get the DPP's fiat to bring the person to justice. So you have to look at the other side of this law. It means that the DPP is a person who has the power to bring, whether to charge someone or not. It is an open avenue for abuse and misuse, and for state misuse also. That concerns me very much.
Backus-Brown also warned that even if this bill is passed, activists should intervene, as this could be seriously damaging to liberty.
This means that without your knowledge, they can tap your computer, your cell phone, your iPad with what is called a remote forensic tool. Now, there are about over 20 such tools, remote forensic tools, for memory forensic analysis, for forensic image exploration, to bring back in-depth data or information, which is under the hood. It means that you may delete something and believe that your information is gone, for whatever reason. They can remotely bring back all that data and charge you for it. Open port and listening applications. So remote forensic provides a method for police to search your computer, your phone, iPad, without your knowledge. Even if your computer is shut down, get your passwords without your knowledge.
President of the SVG Human Rights Association, Samantha Robertson, also expressed concern that the cybercrime bill has implications on the rights of freedom for Vincentians. Robinson, along with Vice President Israel Bruce, says the association has a national duty to ensure that there is a forum where persons can have dialogue on issues affecting the nation. Bruce, who chaired last evening's consultation held at French's house, also expressed concern that many of the nation's youth will be seriously penalized by the cybercrime bill and called for more awareness on it.
That there is a national duty for all Vincentians to participate in the discussions on those prospective laws. It is our view that the cybercrime bill will have vast implication on the entirety of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Young people in our country, that constitutes the major side of our population, lives in cyberspace for at least 20 of the 24 hours each day. And so this bill is going to impact our young people most immensely. It is not, and I repeat, it is not to drive the agenda of any organization besides the Human Rights Association of St. Vincent and the Grenadines that recognizes its responsibility to allow for discussion on matters which touch on human rights issues.
Outlining that the cybercrime bill is not unique to SVG, leader of the Democratic Republican Party, the DRP, Anicia Batiste, believes that more needs to be researched before it is adopted. Batiste, who stated that she attended select committee meetings on the bill, noted that she believes the intention is to bring the bill to debate by June 23rd and to quickly have it passed. The DRP leader says the cybercrime bill comes on the heels of a project called the Harmonization of ICT Policies, Legalization and Regulatory Procedures in the Caribbean, and that she was concerned with Section 16, which deals with cyberbullying. Batiste says that the bill gives the appearance that it is protecting children from cyberbullying, but remarked that it was intentionally curbing free speech.
If passed as is, has provisions in it which will have a chilling effect on freedom of speech and freedom of the press. When it comes to the issue of protecting children and helping them deal with cyberbullying, it is, in my view, a parent's duty to regulate their children's use of the internet, not the government. It's not the government's role. Social services must be used to help children deal with cyberbullying, not criminalizing other children's speech or adult speech. Because that is essentially what you're doing when you try to create an offense called a criminal offense called cyberbullying, and you claim that it's about protecting children.
Lawyer Roderick Jones also called for the cybercrime bill to be looked at under the civil law of defamation and not be criminalized.
There's absolutely no reason at all why this needs to be criminalized. This is very well handled in the civil law. It's something that the Prime Minister himself has used repeatedly. So my humble submission is there's really no reason, no proper justification to criminalizing something which is tantamount to defamation. The difference being, of course, this happens on the internet. So this is something that I believe should remain within the confines of the civil law, and there's really absolutely no reason for this to be criminalized.
As opposition members of Parliament continue to remain absent from the House of Assembly as part of their protest action against the December 2015 elections, the House of Assembly has issued a notice to each of the members. In a letter dated the 1st of June 2016, the Clerk of the House of Assembly, Nicole Herbert, stated that her records show the members have been absent for 3 consecutive meetings of the House, and that under the Standing Order 74 Part 2, any elected member who is absent for more than 3 consecutive times without leave of absence is in writing shall be directed by the clerk of his absence and the provisions of the order. The notice further stated that if the member continues to be absent without leave of the Speaker in writing, or a motion being made by the House granting him leave of absence, the member shall vacate his seat as prescribed under Section 29 Part 3A of the Constitution. At this time, SVG-TV News is not able to say whether the opposition members have responded to the notice from the Clerk of the House or whether they will be attending the next sitting, which is scheduled for Thursday, June 23rd, 2016. The Board of Commission of the National Commission on Crime Prevention was on Friday, June 7th, introduced to their chairperson, Letitia Sandy. Deputy Director of the Financial Intelligence Unit, or the FIU, was introduced as the new chairperson of the NCCP by Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of National Security, Godfrey Pompey. Sandy is taking over from Grenville Williams, who resigned as chairman earlier this year to take up a job appointment abroad. Speaking at a brief meeting convened to introduce the new chairperson and members of the commissioner, Permanent Secretary Pompey thanked Deputy Chairman Dr. George Frederick for taking charge of the commission on the departure of Williams. In addressing the commission, the new chair noted that while there may be several challenges relating to crime and violence in the country, she was confident that if the necessary partnerships are formed, these incidents will be brought under control in time. Sandy further stated that the issue of crime and violence affects every Vincentian, so we all have a vital role to play in it being brought under control. The National Commission on Crime Prevention was created by an Act of Parliament on February 20th, 2003 by the then Minister of National Security, Sir Vincent Beach, and was seconded by Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves. The top position and the award of distinction went to the Georgetown Secondary School as the Royal Bank of Trinidad and Tobago held its 2016 Young Leaders Award ceremony yesterday afternoon at the Peace Memorial Hall. 12 schools took part in this year's Young Leaders competition under the theme Me, You, We, a shared vision of a better society. The St. Vincent Grammar School came in second and also received the Award of Excellence. Third place and the Award of Merit went to the Emmanuel High School MESPO, and fourth place with the Award of Honor went to the Girls High School. Making remarks at the award ceremony was Director of the Financial Intelligence Unit, or the FIU, Carla James, who commended RBTT for the competition, which challenges the youth of SVG to become activists, learn new skills, and gain self-confidence. James encouraged the students to strive for excellence at all times and develop a spirit of perseverance.
You do pursue excellence in everything. The Greek philosopher Aristotle has said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. There will be moments of failure, repeatedly. It is what you do after that defines you. Are you someone who gives up, stays down, and accepts defeat, or are you someone who gets up, dusts yourself off, and tries again and again, and whether you have to crawl to the finish line, you accomplish your goals? Be that person. In the words of the Chinese philosopher and teacher Confucius, our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall.
Coordinator of the program, Muriel Fraser, said the Ministry of Education recognized the Young Leaders program would be of great benefit to the development of the participating students and gave its full support to the program. Fraser also commended the teachers and parents as they gave support to the young leaders while executing their projects.
My visits to the schools and my interaction with the teachers convinced me of their commitment to their young leaders and their belief in the benefits that students gain from their involvement in the Young Leaders program. I commend you for the support and guidance you gave to your young leaders and for going well beyond your official working hours to take your students through all the stages of their project. I did not interact with the parents and guardians of the young leaders, but I know from reports that they were quite supportive of the efforts of their sons and daughters, and I wish to recognize them for that. I trust that they will recommend the program to the parents and guardians of the next cohort of young leaders.
A call has been made for more opportunities and funding for the youth to express their creativity and talent. At the launch of the National Telecom Regulatory Committee's Connect mobile app earlier this week at the NIS training room, Director of the NTRC, Apollo Knight, said the app allows users to find wireless connectivity across SVG, as well as to report issues to the NTRC relating to connectivity. Knight added that the app also provides useful information for would-be mobile service providers seeking the location of already available infrastructure.
And this is something of interest to some people, not everyone, but a lot of times we have companies come into the market looking to enter the market, and they don't want to build their own towers, and they want to know where the existing towers are, right? And then normally have to go and find them themselves, and find the coordinates for them, the GPS coordinates. It takes a lot of time. We have all this in the app now. They can just download the app and get all the information. They can get the height of the towers, location, pictures of the towers, and so forth. We also have the locations of all the schools with Wi-Fi. Some persons may not know, but the NTRC operates the largest Wi-Fi network in St. Vincent, and maybe the whole OECS. It's in all the schools and all the community centers. It's one network managed by Kima Wireless on a contract from us.
He further added that whilst the NTRC is doing its part in creating an avenue for talented youth to display their skills, more must be done by the private sector, particularly the mobile service providers, to assist youth with financing some of their ventures.
Without this sort of funding, it is difficult for young persons with brilliant ideas to bring their ideas to market. What we want to see is many more senior science. I want to see especially the mobile service providers play a bigger role in assisting them to get their ideas to market. apps with a local flavor will bring a demand for more data usage by consumers and thereby affect the bottom line directly of these companies. So it's also in their interest to help out these young persons bringing their ideas to market. As I mentioned, this year we're moving our high school competition from the public sector to target more on the private sector, and hopefully we'll see the private sector taking up more apps in the business, the way to business locally.
IT technician at the NTRC, Siren Cyrus, gives a demonstration of the Connect app, which helps to find locations across SVG.
Now, these images you see here, we actually took them ourselves and uploaded onto our web server. So you have an idea of how it looks even if you've never been there. So you will be completely lost. But let's say you're at this location, you're using the Wi-Fi and there seems to be a problem. You can report it by simply clicking report here, and it will bring you to a form which you can fill. Just say your name, what type of issue you're having, give it a comment and submit it. This will be submitted to the NTRC's office and we can take action from there. Let's say you're in a rush and you need to get there quickly.
A number of persons in the hotel and restaurant business were given the rewarding opportunity to participate in a hospitality workshop hosted by the SVG Tourism Authority. The 4-week workshop was seen as an important one with the expected rise in tourism after the completion of the Argyle International Airport. The SVG-TA stressed how important customer service is and urged the participants to carry what they have learned not only back to work, but wherever they go.
It's our hope that as Vincentians we would experience the fruits of our 4 weeks of labor with staff that smile more, are more warm and welcoming, that are knowledgeable about what you're selling, and that includes of course the destination, and totally enjoys their work on a daily basis. Globalization and competition now calls for us to play on a higher playing field that requires quality service on a daily basis. If we build and enhance a service-oriented people, then our destination is well on the way to, as I said, to welcome the world. So it's for these reasons that the SVGTA embarked on this series of 3-day workshops for 4 weeks.
Akila Devi, a participant of this year's workshop, expressed her gratitude to the SVGTA for the opportunity and encourages others in the service industry to do their best to promote SVG in a positive light.
I was told I had to go to training. My first thought was, what are they going to teach me that I don't know already? And that's exactly it. They taught me a lot of stuff that I didn't know already, like how to be safe in the workplace, how to take care of customers, how to be professional. And it's not just in the workplace that we can use what we learned. In all that we're doing and all that we're promoting, what are we doing to assist with what we're promoting? It's one thing to get the tourists here, but it's something else when they're here. What are we going to do to ensure that when they go back out there, they want to say, I want to go back to St. Vincent? And I must say, thank you to the Tourism Association. I can truly say that. I can do that, and I know all of us can do it. So it's not just about promoting our workplaces, it's all about promoting St. Vincent. Thank you.
Carnival Beat is coming right up. With over 35 years of existence, the Sign Hill Steel Orchestra has and will continue to be a trendsetter in the steel pan arena. Best known for the energetic performances, smooth renditions, and eye-dazzling uniforms, the orchestra manages to stand out at both the national junior and senior panorama competitions. In an interview with SVG-TV News, captain of the orchestra, Tilal Webb, outlined that throughout the years the band has grown to be a household name, having won the panorama title for 6 consecutive times. He noted that this year patrons can expect the Sign Hill Euphonium Steel Orchestra to be at the top of their game.
Our band is a trendsetter in Panama. I've been around for 35 years now, and we set the pace of many different things. We we were the first to bring a Trinidad instruments to arrange for us. We set Trinidad uniform in many different things, you know, so we just try and get a chance at any whole Panorama issue. And our style alone makes it different, you know. We come out every year looking different, singing different, you know. Try and make it different every year. We have our summer program to keep the band flowing. As you can see, some of these kids here trained last year and they're playing Panama this year. Which is really, you know, challenging. But they really work hard and they push towards it. This year we're looking to take back our title because last year we lost to Starlift last year, but this year we're really working hard at this time to cover all the mistakes from last year and come better and more stronger this year. We have put some steps in place from last year we made mistakes in. So this year we're going to cover those and make sure we come on top because that's where we belong.
Highlighting his love for Pan, Webb pointed out that while challenges such as sponsorship and instrument maintenance may exist, the band continues to prosper through the help of a strong executive, its members, and of course with the overwhelming support from the Sign Hill community.
Pan is very expensive and it's hard to maintain, so we look for the sponsor every year to go Panorama. It's kind of tough because our band spend like $60,000 every year for Panorama and get back like 30. So just some matter of just keeping the kids together and keeping the community alive, you know. It's really tough for us, but this year's spot is kind of really tough. So we kind of working hard to get in some, but when we get to satisfy, we work with it. And the kids really inspire me. We have kids from 6 years old to 18, you know, and they really inspire me so much. And if you look at them, they come to practice early, they practice, they work hard, and they give me the courage to really go on. But nevertheless, the community is a very vibrant community, Sign Hill, and the community come out and support us, give what they can, you know, they come and give us food. As you can see, they live nearby and the noise don't affect them, they don't complain, and they ask and look at us, they help us in any way they can. So that kind of help the band to keep strong and keep going every year. You know?
Stressing the need for persons to keep supporting the art form, Webb extended a call to Vincentians and visitors alike to come out and witness both the junior and senior Panorama events slated for June 26th and 30th respectively.
I guarantee a nice pack show for Senior Panama and Junior Panama. Come out and enjoy. But Senior Panama is going to be spectacular. It's a real challenge to Senior Panama. All the bands up the game. Come and listen. Southeast there, Sign Hill there, Starlift there. Have Elite coming stronger this year too. So come out to the Senior Panama. Bring a game, bring your friends, bring your family from overseas. You're going to have a grand time.